turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight in the desert, Las Vegas. We're going to press our luck here tonight in the Press Your Luck 250 with the Average Joe's Cup Series. Joining me in the booth here tonight, Joe Manella. Joe, how you feeling about being out here in Vegas tonight?
Well, I'm a little hot, little dry, throat's a little bit parched, but get some of those left turn sodas in me, I'll be doing just fine. It's always a fun time being out here in the desert at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, especially for the Average Joe Sim Racing League. And we're in for a spectacular feature tonight. 167 laps, 250 miles for the Press Your Luck 250. And yeah, just hoping to get started here and see exactly what these guys are going to do on track tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure, Joe, and we appreciate you joining us. We know you just had a surgery here, in the last day or so?
Yeah, had knee surgery on Tuesday, got some meniscus repair done, so yeah, a little bit of a challenge getting in and out of the rig, but you know what? Racing is life, and no better place to do it than here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Absolutely. Well, looks like qualifying is underway. Let's go down trackside as you're looking at the beautiful shots we took last night here in Vegas. But we'll go down and take a look. Michael Harrington on the track just wrapped up his qualifying run. He's sitting second on the board. And surprisingly, Chad White on the top of the board as Garth Brooks finishes up his run.
Yeah, you know, Harrington usually qualifying up front didn't do so well at Phoenix, but you know, as far as the qualifying is concerned, but you know, Harrington, one of the top runners in this league, and no matter where he starts, he always seems to find his way up in the front.
Absolutely, and we're looking at TJ Ivy out of Laurinburg, North Carolina, sitting 14th on the board right now, but we still got some others ripping it around. Your good buddy Jonathan Dominics out of Canada here, and there's been some news about Canada lately. Joe, have you heard?
I do believe, I don't know if it's the controversy with Lake Ontario, but if it's not, man, fill me in.
That is it, exactly. Lake Ontario, we're renaming it, Joe. It's going to be Lake America.
Yeah, we're just, I feel like we're going to rename America here shortly if we keep renaming everything. But, yeah, I mean, hey, listen, they wrote the book. We just read it.
Absolutely. As Jonathan Dominics out of Halifax ripping around in the Chili Pop 94 machine. But, Joe, let's pull up your rules and regulations here tonight for our fans at home as they look at the screen. We are here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Clear track conditions, 108 degrees on the track temp here. It's dry out. We got a fixed setup, 4 additional tire sets over the wall, no fast repairs, 80% fuel, which should amount to about 48 green flag laps. And in the booth, Blake Hutchinson, Joe Manella. This should be an exciting one for sure, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you talk about the track temperatures and it being 108 degrees on the track, you know, it's only going to get a little hotter as these cars start filing in and going around the track. But, you know, Las Vegas, one of those tracks that's known for excessive tire wear. So these guys in the Average Joe Sim Racing League going to be navigating some slick conditions out there on the track, and it's notoriously known for pushing tight towards the end of the run. So should be a good challenge here for the guys in Average Joe Sim Racing League, and yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, we'll look at your point standings on the board as qualifying is wrapping up. Terrence Murphy, your points leader, with Stephen Blevins, Michael Harrington, Chad White, and Jeffrey Petty rounding out your top 5. But Joe, looks like qualifying's in the books. It's official. Quick time, Chad White in the 28 machine. Gonna be your pole sitter here tonight. And looks like it's time that we get gridded up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Chad White, he might not have the best paint scheme of the night, but he sure got the fastest one for qualifying here.
Absolutely. And let's get it rolling here tonight. Tonight's starting lineup's gonna be as follows. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Average Joe's Cup Series is underway here at Las Vegas. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Starting on your front row from the pole position, Hutchinson Motorsports TV 28 machine, Chad White on his outside, the one Jessica's husband, John Sheen.
And in row number 2, we've got the number 8 car, Michael Harrington, and to his outside is going to be the 16 of Nolan McClure.
Row number 3 on the inside, going to be the number 11 machine, Akari King right on his outside, the 6, Terry Vincent.
Row number 4 is going to be the 94, Jonathan Dominics, and on his outside, Clarence Bonner III in the number 99 machine.
Row number 5 on the inside, going to be the beautiful number 24 machine, Jeffrey Petty on his outside. Your points leader, the Glizzy Gobbler, the number 5, Terrence Murphy.
Row number 6 going to be Chris Mackey in the number 9 All-State machine, and the Nickelodeon number 4, Justin McCurdy.
Row number 7 on the inside, the 97, Nathan Berzowski on his outside, the 91, Garrett Wiles.
In row number 8, Girth Brooks in the number 10 machine, and TJ Ivy in the number 29.
Row number 9 on the inside, Adam Hoagland in the 12 machine on his outside, the 46, Fred Chase.
Row number 10 is going to be Corbett Raker in the number 47 machine, and Jesse Chip Graham in the 17 Fastenal.
Row number 11 going to be the 23 machine, new paint scheme for him, the MX-5 Trackside Experience 23 machine, Mindy's son, Austin Oliver on his outside, the 80 of Jonathan Day.
Row number 12 is going to be Douglas Ivy in the Juicy Spider 33, and Brian Matthews in the number 77 machine.
Row number 13 on the inside, Blake Hewlett in the 87 on his outside, the 00, Brad Hoggett.
Row number 14, Josh Vetstendorf in the number 92, and Brad G in the 7.
Row number 15 going to be the Natty Light 88 machine, Hunter Haskell on his outside, the 32, Tom Freitas.
Row number 16 is going to be Brian Cook in the number 44 machine, and Brian Day in the number 70 Jack Daniels machine.
Well, Joe, that's all we got time for, folks. We didn't say your favorite driver. Well, it's not our fault. They're slow. They're junk. They're going to be starting in the rear here, Joe, but we're racked up, ready to roll. We're actually not going green yet, so nonetheless, Joe, let's enjoy this lap around, the extra pace lap we're getting here. 37 cars signed in here in Las Vegas tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be paying attention to a lot of these guys on track. You've got 2 of the Trackhouse teammates starting in the front 2 rows, John Sheen, Michael Harrington. They're going to have a little bit of work cut out for them today, as they're going to try and close their eyes and get around this ugly paint scheme with that number 28, Chad White.
And we'll keep an eye out as Connor Gerard elects who his paint scheme of the night contenders are going to be here. He's got a lot of cars to choose from and a lot of good-looking ones as well. But your front row, it's Chad White, John Sheen. You got Harrington, McClure in row number 2. And, Joe, I think it's time we lock in our picks to win. I'll start it off. I think he gets it done finally. I think Chad White wins it from the pole here tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've had some shakeups the past few weeks. But I honestly, I think I'm going to go for my buddy Jonathan Dominics.
All right, you're taking Jonathan Dominics. He's starting pretty good here tonight, Joe. Looks like he's starting right there in the 7th position out of Halifax, Canada, and he's got some extra ammunition in the tank tonight, Joe. He is not happy about Lake Ontario getting renamed.
Absolutely not.
I was talking to him earlier, Joe. He is pissed.
Use that fire, Johnny boy.
I'm pumped up, though, as a pace car is in front of a sold-out crowd. On your feet, off your seats, in the desert. It's time for the Press Your Luck 250 green flag in the air here at Vegas.
A little bit of a checkup there at the beginning. Harrington slowed up a little bit. I guess he anticipated the start a little bit too early there, but it's getting a good push. Chad White out in front of here early.
Wide out front, you got Harrington, King, Wright, Sheen, and McClurg rounding out your top 5 as we are clean and green down the backstretch, and it is a war back here. We got some 3 wide battles going, Joe.
Yeah, you see the 46 Fred Chase there stuck in the middle, and yeah, being 3 wide here at Vegas, kind of not where you want to be early on in the race. Well, we'll see how soon they can kind of get single filed out and be able to save some tires.
We will see as there's cars all over the racetrack, clean and green. Nate Brzezowski up to the 10th position, up 3 spots already since the start of this race as we check out the HMS TV nose cam on the 97.
Yeah, you see Nathan Brzezowski working on the inside of Chris Mackey there. Gets a little loose, out of shape there for Brzezowski, but good recovery as he looks to make his surge up towards the front.
And your pick to win, Jonathan Dominic, started 7th. He's running 5th, making some moves here, trying to make that 94 Chili Pop machine rip the high lane.
Yeah, you know, the high line kind of does work the first few laps of the race. It's definitely not somewhere you want to be for a long period of time. It's going to overheat those tires and really can get you out of shape and out of your rhythm here pretty early on. So we'll be looking for Dominic's to get to the bottom. Is Chad White?
Oh, no.
Chad White. Did he get a black flag?
Must have got a black flag on the start or something. Not sure what happened as Michael Harrington going to inherit the race lead. I don't know if Chad must have dreamt it or what.
Yeah, that might could explain the checkup there at the start. It looked like they went and then stopped, and yeah, it was a pretty big bunch up on the bottom there. But look who's up in second right now. It's going to be McClurg right behind Michael Harrington, and these two have already got about a second separation from the Tri-Pass teammate of Michael Harrington. That's going to be John Sheen, the cheater.
In the chat, we got Jetman25 pulling for the 33 and the 6 machine, so we'll keep an eye on those cars for you, Jetman. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. Been a fun one so far. We got cars all over the track, and your points leader, Terrence Murphy, looking down low in the 9th spot.
Yeah, it was 3, almost 4 wide there down the backstretch, and Terrence Murphy made a good move to avoid that congestion and get around that 3 wide battle. We see one on the grass. He's junking it. I think that's one of the Day brothers.
Oh, he gets smoked.
Demolished by the 6.
Man, and the 6 of Terry Vincent smokes him. We're still green for now, Joe, but we know Jetman in the chat was pulling for the 6. Well, he's not going to be pulling for him anymore because he's junked. And caution is out, Joe. Uh-oh, Jonathan Dominic's with damage as well.
Oh, no, not the Chili Pop machine.
Man, both our drivers kind of getting screwed here early on, Joe, but let's find out what brings this all out here. We saw Terry Vincent, Jonathan Day get involved, but there's another incident. Tom Freitas here involved. He checks up right here, and let's see if anybody gets him. No, that's about it. So, not sure what else happened. I mean, I know there's cars all over, but trying to find where everything began. But we'll start, I guess, with Jonathan Day. He just loops it around all by himself, comes up the track, and wham, he smoked somebody there. Got hit again. Joe, you know, most people would probably hit the brake when they're going through the infield like that, but Jonathan Day said, no thank you.
Yeah, you know, some of those, you know, sometimes you just got to put your foot on the gas and not lift till you see God in the checkered flag. And Jonathan Day coming pretty close to meeting God as Terry Vincent just slams face first into the driver's side door of him. And,
well,
yeah,
oh my God, you hear a cameraman!
Oh, no! Jesus.
Wow. You know, I don't know there that. Honestly, you know, him spinning out on the infield, that's fine, Joe, but just flooring it and going straight back up on the track, I'm not a fan of that. But, hey, nonetheless, our first caution of the night, Michael Harrington, your race leader. No surprise there. Harrington last season went on a tear here in the Average Joe Sim Racing League.
You know, Blake, that this is exactly why the cameramen wear safety vests.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so they can be avoided. We're definitely going to have to bring up that conversation in the post-race chat as we take a look. Connor Gerard in the chat reminding us the paint contenders of the night going to be the 99, 9, 17, and 24.
Let's take a look at some of these here, Joe. We got the 99 right here. That's Clarence Bonner III. Good-looking scheme as usual. The 9 of Chris Mackey. I swear that's Connor Gerard's favorite driver. He's always in the paint team of the night finalists. And then we have the 17 machine who won it last week. That's Jesse Chip Graham. He's running the Fastenal trading paint scheme. He just took straight off Chris Buescher's car again. And then our 24 machine, I'm digging this one, Jeffrey Petty. This is probably my favorite one on the night.
Yeah, I love the Trash Pandas baseball theme. And, yeah, got some good competitors here for the paint scheme of the night. And, yeah, we're going to see if we're going to see who wins it. Maybe can get a repeat of the winner and the paint scheme of the night.
Yeah, well, the good news, though, that caution comes out and keeps Chad White on the lead lap after getting that black flag on the initial start. And again, I'm not real sure how you get the black flag as a leader, but looked like Chad figured it out.
Yeah, Chad just got a little excited there. Some of maybe the pre-race nerves just got him excited, and we'll take a look here at the restart.
I have no idea how he got a black flag for that, Joe, but hey, nonetheless, here we are.
Yeah, stranger things had happened. Did look like that, he took off and nobody else behind him, went initially because, obviously the green flag didn't come out. But it could be one of those minuscule things, the slightest of advances before the green flag come out. Just gave him the black flag. But Chad White's going to do Chad White things. And, hey, listen, if he doesn't make it back up to the front, he'll make it interesting and junk some cars for us.
I sure hope so. But yeah, Joe, that is a good point. The initial start is on the green flag, not on the leader. So Chad must have went just barely early. And unfortunately, he's in the back now. But for now, it's going to be Michael Harrington in the race lead. You got Nolan McClurg on his outside, John Sheen and Akari King Wright there behind him in row number 2.
Yeah, and if I do remember, Akari King Wright was given a big push last week in Phoenix. So good to see him back up in the front as pace car is going to take that hard left turn on the pit road. Harrington with control here on the button into the restart zone, and we're back green flag racing here at Las Vegas.
Clean and green crossing the start-finish line as they head into turns 1 and 2. Michael Harrington out front. John Sheen taking over the second spot.
Yeah, no surprise that these two are 1 and 2 right now in this race. Harrington just a driver that's got it all here as they're 3 wide behind him. Terrence Murphy squeezing his car up into the top lane.
Terrence Murphy on the move in that number 5 machine, trying to find a hole as he works through the field in the 6th position. But Joe, let's pull up your HMS TV hard charger board. You got Isaiah Adam Bomb Adams and Judge John Mathis both up 12 positions here early on.
Yeah, some really nice advances these two have made. When they're wrecking it on the front stretch, back stretch, side stretch.
Justin McCurdy.
All the stretching.
Justin McCurdy involved and others. Let's see where this all started. Adam Hoagland as well. Here it is, Joe. What are you seeing?
We'll keep an eye here on the 4. Just gets a little bit loose coming off of 2, and yeah, just around it goes, man. You just the throttle inputs coming out of exit on these turns with all the air manipulating your cars. Yeah, not fun to do, and especially when you come out and just intentionally wreck people once you know you're wrecking yourself. So
yeah, well, he collected Adam Hoagland there, so Hoagland's going to have some damage on the back end of his car. But for now, Michael Harrington's going to hold on to the race lead. Joe, we're going to take our first break of the night. This is caution number 2 here in the Press Your Luck 250. Don't you go anywhere, folks. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. We are live here at Las Vegas, our second caution of the night, and we're about to go back green. But Joe, first things first, take a look at your screen. Tonight's race, the Press Your Luck 250. Tonight's race is brought to you by Brian Matthews, a man who likes his racing the same way he likes his track temperatures hot. Brian is a huge fan of Carson Hocevar and the number 77, so you already know he appreciates a driver who isn't afraid to get aggressive, make some bold moves, and occasionally leave everybody wondering, did he really just do that? While everybody else is complaining about a slick racetrack and tires falling off, Brian Matthews is sitting there saying, turn the track temp up. So the sun is beating down, the asphalt is cooking, and everybody is hanging on for dear life. Just remember, thanks, Brian Matthews, for the weather. Brian Matthews, number 77, fan, not track specialist, and proud supporter of tonight's racing. Looks like we're about to go back green here, Joe, as the pace car is going to head in. It's going to be Harrington on the inside, McClurg on the outside. Restart number 2 here in Vegas. Green flag back in the air.
Yeah, clean and green once again here as the two Trap House teammates pushing out front again early, 1 and 2 for Harrington and Sheen, but Kari King right in tow, trying to get alongside of John Sheen and get a side drive, see if he can't make him push up to the front.
Look at the shots we got along the walls here, Joe, as they rip it around Vegas. Harrington out front, leading the pack.
Yeah, we take a look here. Looks like Corbin Raker on the move here. He is right up behind the number 77. And take a quick look here at Austin Oliver, Brian Matthews in that 77 Buffalo Trace. He likes it hot. So we'll see exactly how much Brian Matthews can turn up the heat here at Las Vegas.
Let's take the drone down for a quick flyby at this Buffalo Trace 77 machine. Brian Matthews digging these hot temperatures here tonight, cruising in the 13th position. I'm sure he's saving those tires here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, kind of off topic here, but, you know, we had some chatter in the chat about Peter Cullen here. Peter Cullen was the voice actor of Optimus Prime, and, you know, he has passed away today at, I believe, the age of 80 or 85 years old today. So a lot of our childhood memories kind of, you know, gone away a little bit here as Peter Cullen has passed away.
Absolutely sad news. You know, this week earlier we lost Dolly Parton just either yesterday or the day before, and then that to follow, and as well as the guy from somebody else died, Joe. I can't remember.
Home Alone, the guy from Home Alone, the hotel guy from Home Alone, the one that was, you know, with the stolen credit card. Forgot what his name was, but that's always the, you know, he's on his knees in the hotel and I love you.
Well, out front is still Michael Harrington in the race lead out of Madison, Wisconsin. You got McClurg, Sheen, King Wright, and Brzezowski rounding out your top 5. Good run for Brzezowski here as we got one almost losing it there. He's able to save it.
Yeah, that's Nolan McClurg there falling off pace, but, you know, thinking about the mishaps that Chad White had on the start of the race, getting black flag. Chad White worked his way from the back up to 21st, so Chad White's got some speed tonight. Doesn't have a pretty looking car, but I tell you what, that guy is fast.
He's flying right now up to 20th here, Joe. Can he work back up into the lead? The good news for him, we got a long race here tonight, 250 miles, 167 laps, but the stages here, Joe, we got one at the end of lap 45 and another one at the end of lap 95, and then we're going to the finish.
Yeah, we just saw the number 44. If Cook get loose, come out of turn number 3, he falls off the pace, loses a few spots as the 49 of Judge John Mathis goes around. And yeah, it's a thriller here tonight at Vegas. One small slip up is going to cost you tons of positions, especially as we've still got 36 drivers out here on the track tonight.
Yeah, well, the verdict is in from Judge John Mathis. He says Brian Cook is slow. He gets around him, takes over the 20th position in that beautiful Cinnamon Toast Crunch 49 machine.
Yeah, every time I see him out on the track, man, it just makes me want to go pour a bowl of cereal and let my kids starve because that's their favorite cereal.
Who doesn't love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Joe? But Jesse Chip Graham, he loves it as he's sitting in the 10th position out of Louisville. Looking good here so far. He was the Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night last week. Can he do it again?
Yeah, a little bit of a battle. A few cars behind him. Justin Day, Brian Matthews, Austin Oliver battling it out for just a few spots outside the top 10.
We got battles all over the track, Joe. Las Vegas is not disappointing here with a full field of race cars per usual with the Average Joe Sim Racing League. We are ripping it here as Harrington race lead is down to a quarter or a half a second.
Yeah, Kari King Wright, he's going to be out here for blood tonight. Had a real shot at winning last week at Phoenix, and yeah, he's looking to make a bounce back and put a nail in the coffin on this Team Trap House. Control, so to speak.
Yeah, well, we're taking a look at the number 9 machine here of Chris Mackey, currently in the 6th spot. He's battling for 5th here with the 46 of Fred Chase, making that top line work, and he's got his teammate there of Nathan Berzowski trying to help him out.
Yeah, one of the drivers we haven't really talked much about in the league, Fred Chase, doing a pretty good job right now, up 12 spots from where he started, and he had a rough run at Phoenix, finishing outside the top 10, but yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on a lot of these drivers tonight. You know, every season is different. Drivers improve as we see the 9 come up and smack the wall there, but yeah, Fred Chase doing a good job, gaining some momentum here in the Average Joe Sim Racing League, and yeah, it looks like he's going to get ready.
Caution is out, Joe. Looks like Josh Westendorf involved, and maybe another 1 or 2 cars as well. Let's take a look. Looked like a solo spin to me, possibly, but see if he had some help, maybe. Oh, yeah.
He bounces off the wall and then cuts it in front of Judge Mathis and then up into the wall, and I think he's going to get clipped right here at the end. Oh, no, maybe some people just spinning out trying to go around him, but yeah, he's Westendorf. He's probably just going to park it and get himself a logger, and because he's got some serious damage there on the right front of that Ford Jack Daniels Mustang.
Yeah, well, we're here in lap 27. You know, these guys, they have 4 tire sets over the wall. Do you start thinking maybe to head down and use the first one, or is it still too early? I don't know what the decision's going to be here.
Yeah, 4 sets over the wall. It's you know, we think about what happened at Phoenix last week with some of these guys saving a set. You know, it could go either way here. We've only had a handful of laps on green flag conditions, so we'll have some takers, we'll have some not, as we see Kari King Wright thinking about it, faking it out. Chris Mackey doing the same thing, and yeah, I think everybody's just going to stay out here and do what the race is telling them to do and press their luck. So.
Brian Cook, the only taker to go down pit road at all, trying something different here. Not sure about this call, but he's going to try it out nonetheless here, as he's the only one to pit. So Harrington's going to hold on to the race lead. Akari King Wright, John Sheen, Terrence Murphy, and Chris Mackey round out your top 5. We're going to take just a short break, folks. Larry McReynolds has a quick message. What do you got, Larry?
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong. Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
Hey guys, it's NASCAR driver Matt DiBenedetto, and you are watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, America's #1 iRacing broadcast service. So be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube today. It'll be the best decision you've ever made, so you can watch us sim racers go at it on the track.
We are back here with the Average Joe's Cup Series and the Press Your Luck 250. It's going to be Michael Harrington and Akari King Wright on your front row as the field's bunched up. We're ready to roll our third restart on the night in front of this sold-out crowd. We're going to hop on board with your race leader of Harrington as he goes into the radio replay restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
You know, Blake, it seems like these first 30 laps of the race, everybody has changed positions except for Michael Harrington up there in that trap house number 8, restarting again up front in the number 1 position.
Well, right now looks like Akari King Wright going to hold on to the second spot. We got a 3-wide battle for third. They're junking it. The 97 involved and a couple others, but didn't look like a big wreck, but a couple cars involved.
Yeah, looks like the 15 of Isaiah Adams involved in that as well, wheeling it for Willie. And, yeah, let's take a look at the replay and see exactly what happened.
He tried to go everywhere there, Joe, and just couldn't decide which way to go. And unfortunately, he turns right when there was a car there. He gets involved. But let's try to find where this all starts here. TJ Ivy gets involved here in that 33 or 29 machine, sorry. And the 97 just loops it around there, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like Brzezowski was getting a little too close to comfort there on Fred Chase and got a little squirrely. And, yeah, just did a little bit of a zig when he should have zagged and took a bunch of guys out and some other guys trying to avoid it. And that's when, yeah, chaos started for some of the other drivers.
Well, we got some time now, Joe. Let's take a look at your Average Joe's Cup Series point standings. Again, heading into tonight, Terrence Murphy was your points leader with 94 points, 6 points ahead of Stephen Blevins. You got Michael Harrington, Chad White, Jeffrey Petty, and Isaiah Adams tied there for the 5th position. So pretty close points here, Joe, early on in the season, but never too early to start taking a look at the points.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, speaking of points, what do you think about talking to our current points leader?
Let's get him in here, Terrence Murphy.
All right, let's get him in here. Terrence Murphy, this is Blake and Joe up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, not too bad, man. So, yeah, just wanted to pick your brain a little bit. Coming into this race here at Las Vegas, the points leader currently sitting in 3rd right now. And as we are 4 cautions into the race, what do you think it's going to take to come away with a win here, or at least retain your points championship lead?
Well, it's nice and hot out here, if you didn't see the forecast. So rear tires are going to be paramount, just saving them to the end. The high line's really working for me, making passes, catching people's quarter panels. So I love this track. I'll be up there soon enough to
Now,
take
Terrence,
down
what's
nasty old Harrington.
Yo, now what's the plan? Are you trying to save a set of tires for the end here, or what?
Well, we got 4 spares, so if we take 1 at each stage, we'll still have two to go for the final stage. So I think everybody's going to kind of be forced to save 1. It'll just be a matter of who hits where or where the cautions come out. So,
yeah, well, for sure. We'll have to keep an eye out, and we wish you the best of luck for the rest of this one. But you're going to be restarting in the 3rd position right there, probably on the bottom line behind Akari King Wright.
yeah, Trap House Boys doing old Trap House gay stuff. It's fine.
All right, well, hey, best of luck, Terrence.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Hey, Terrence, can you just remind me what chat I need to put you back in?
Queen City Motorsports.
Queen City. Adios, amigo.
Thanks, brother.
Always good to hear from Terrence Murphy. Joe, he's going to be restarting in the 2nd row there. Started 10th. He's running 3rd, so he's gained 7 spots already, but he wants to gain 2 more.
And Akari King Wright worked his way up to the front row and gonna see what he can do here on this restart. Not sure if he'll be able to get the jump on Harrington, but if he lines up a good pass or you know, a nice little left rear ding-a-ling and send the 8 of Harrington around, he might just retake the lead here off this restart.
Yeah, that is for sure. We got the blimp flying around the track looking at these guys rip it around here. Going to be our 4th restart of the night already. Hopefully these guys can figure something out and knock out some green flag laps. But, Joe, we're going to have a stage break here just about 12 laps after we get started.
Yeah, and it's no surprise that these Trap House boys are lining up 1 and 2 again right behind each other. Seems like Harrington chose the top purposely so him and John Sheen can try and get in front of Akari King Wright.
Pace cars infield is set. Trap house on your front row. Green flag back in the air for the 4th time here tonight.
Yeah, look at the restart that Fred Chase and that 4600cars.com machine has got. Pushing Sheen, pushing Harrington, and it almost looks like that Fred Chase is going to get around a Kari King Wright.
Boy, Fred Chase showing some real speed here tonight. Joe, you mentioned him earlier. He's up 14 spots, and I mean, he's got to be one of the favorites right now. No, oh my gosh, they're junking it. Oh, no. Look out. Look out. Oh. Well, let's see what happened here. Clarence Bonner involved here, Joe. That didn't take long. Here it is. Oh, my gosh. Bonner just comes up and junks him.
Yeah, I'm not sure Bonner was happy with the contact brought on by Nathan Brzezowski, and then Brzezowski up into the wall and just parks it on the track, and everybody else getting into him. You see McClurg and the number 44 of Cook getting involved as well, and Westendorf involved as well for a second time. Oh, and Westendorf just gets into the back of Day right there, just for no apparent reason at all, Blake.
Wow. Well, Westendorf's got some serious damage. We'll see this one more time, Joe. We're going to hop on board here. Look at this. This is on the restart. He starts way back here and somehow still finds this wreck. So he slows it down here, Joe. He's just cruising right now. Still going.
It's like the little engine that could, and then he just...
Oh, my God. What is he doing?
he had his sights set. Crosshairs were pointed, and, yeah, he just went for it. But, hey, I mean, listen, sometimes you got to show some muscle out there, and with a car that's already junked, I don't think you can junk it any more than it is.
Well, there you have it. I mean, he did his best Connor Zilic impression there, Joe, as he just flat out, had his sights on him and took him out. But we're going to rack him back up, do it again. This is not our stage break here, our 5th caution of the night. Again, stage going to be at the end of lap 45 as Harrington is still your race leader.
Yeah, we've got a lot of shaking up here at the front. Jesse Chip Graham up there inside the top 10 as well. He's up 14 spots from where he started. So, yeah, a lot of people moving around the track. The only the few that haven't really moved anywhere is going to be Harrington, Sheen, King Wright, and Murphy. King Wright, once he, qualifying up front, doesn't seem like he wants to go anywhere but forward. But yeah, still really early into this race, not even a quarter of the way through it, and yeah, these guys need to get it figured out, because the only way to make some good positions here is with some green flag racing and some green flag pit stops involved as well.
Yeah, well, Joe, at this point, eventually we're going to run out of race cars. They keep junking them. So we're here at our 5th caution of the night. We still got 2 more stage breaks. And I think it's time that we put a poll up in the chat. What do our fans think the over-under of cautions is going to be tonight, Joe? I'm thinking what we should set it at. I mean, we're guaranteed 7, even if we went green the rest of the way. So I'm thinking 12. 12 and a half. Would you go over or under that?
I'm going to say over.
I think so, too. I think that's too low, actually. What about... what do you think, 14 or 15 and a half?
Let's do over under 14. I think it's going to be under 14.
All right, we'll make it 14 and a half, so you have a for sure winner. So we're going to do a poll in the chat here, folks. Let me create it. Going to be over under 14 and a half. What you think the caution count is going to be here?
Connor Gerard in the chat saying the 11 has taken the 99's spot for paint scheme of the night. So not only did Clarence Bonner get taken out of contention here of the race, he got taken out of the paint scheme of the night contention.
Oh, man, that's a double whammy. There's a pace cars in here, Joe. It's going to be Harrington on the inside, Sheen on the outside, green flag back in the air. Good jump there from Fred Chase. And boy, I tell you what, I'm so impressed by Fred Chase here, Joe. And oh no, they're already junking it. Oh, wait a minute, he might have saved it.
Yeah, they saved it. Terrence Murphy involved in it as well. I believe Kari King Wright just tried to move him out of the way there, and he's falling back as well as Judge Mathis makes a move, sends a 3 wide, gets to the bottom, moves up a few spots.
What a save there, though, from Akari King, right? That could have been our 6th caution of the night, but it is not quite yet. And don't look now, Joe, after having to serve a black flag on the start of the race, basically starting last, Chad White up to 7th.
Yeah, Chad White, he's kind of growing on me a little bit. First when I came into the average Joe Sim Racing League broadcast, and just saw what kind of atrocious paint schemes he's got. I'm like, man, this guy, he ain't got a chance, because you think that if the car looks good, it's going to race good. But Chad proving me wrong, coming out here and sending bullets here with a full-looking race car tonight.
Well, I tell you what, Fred Chase, I hope he can pull this one off, Joe. Again, I'm kind of a Hendrick hater, not going to lie. So when I see this paint scheme, kind of makes me sick to my stomach. But I'm pulling for Fred Chase. He's looking bad fast here, currently 2nd after starting 18th.
Yeah, Fred Chase, the only driver in here with a HendrickCars.com paint scheme. And, I was talking to Fred Chase before, and he did confirm Rick Hendrick on board with him for this season of the Average Joe Sim Racing League.
Wow. Got a lot of money behind him here. Joe is sitting in the 2nd spot, but let's drop back in the field, see where we got some battles. We got Austin Oliver, that's Mindy Oliver's son, in the 13th position, and Mindy Oliver loves Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Joe.
Yeah, the question is, who doesn't love Hutchinson Motorsports TV? If you're not on board with this movement that we've got going on here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, you're junk. That's all I got to say is you're junk. And because this is, man, some of the most exciting racing that I've ever seen here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Well said there, Joe. We got some fans of Douglas Ivey in the chat as he's door banging for the 9th position, trying to take it away from Wiles.
Yeah, Wiles battling back there on the inside, getting sort of the preferred line, but Douglas Ivey's got the speed on the outside, and they almost make contact there coming out of number 4. Turn number 4. But yeah, and we'll also get another HendrickCars.com here tonight. But don't think that Doug has got the funding that Fred Chase does, which is why he's sitting just inside the top 10.
We're flying the drone around here as Douglas Ivey taps the wall, but it's not going to matter. Takes over the 9th position in that Juicy Spider Studios 33 machine here tonight. Good run so far for Douglas. Still a long ways to go as we got 2 laps left to go here to stage number 1 in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are going to have a stage break here, and that's going to bring out a caution and another restart. And first 44 laps of the race, with the amount of cautions we had, you can almost think some of these drivers not going to be too thrilled about another restart.
Probably not. Michael Harrington certainly doesn't want to see another one, as he is your race leader. Going to get the white flag for the stage this time around. So last lap around out of Madison, Wisconsin, Michael Harrington looking to bring home the stage 1 win.
Fred Chase is going to be happy with this finish. He'll get some solid stage points here at Vegas for Average Joe Sim Racing League as we look back at the 3 wide battle here for 15th.
Justin McCurdy trying to hold on, but it's not going to matter here for the old race leader as Michael Harrington comes out of turn number 4. He's going to be your stage 1 winner here in the Press Your Luck 250. Fred Chase brings home 2nd. You got John Sheen 3rd, Jesse Graham 4th, and then Terrence Murphy, the Glizzy Gobbler, rounding out your top 5 here in the stage.
Yeah, coming away with some stage points as well is Chad White, Nolan McClure, Justin Day, Douglas Ivey, and the number 91 of Garrett Wiles.
And folks, if you haven't done it again, there is a poll in the chat. Make sure you vote. It's going to be the over-under of cautions. This is caution number 6 here. We got one more stage break as well, so we're going to take a short break here, gather ourselves, and get ready for stage number 2. Don't you go anywhere. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in just a moment. We are back here in Vegas, stage 1 in the books. Harrington, your stage winner. Looks like John Sheen going to start on his outside. You got Fred Chase and Jesse Graham in row number 2, Joe.
Yeah, Harrington winning the race off of pit road, and some people are, superstitious about losing spots on pit road. But if you look at where Fred Chase is starting, he's got a front row seat to the jump of Michael Harrington, so he should be able to get a good jump on this restart. Although I'm pretty sure that the teammates up front going to try and do maybe a little countdown thing and pull out together. But Fred Chase still in a really good spot. Get ready here for restart number 6. Thank you, Connor Gerard, for keeping us informed.
Connor Gerard always on the ball. I tell you what, Joe, he pays attention to the race more than I do, and I'm in the booth. But your front row, it's going to be Michael Harrington, John Sheen. Green flag in the air. We are back green here in the Press Your Luck 250.
Yeah, Fred Chase doing exactly what I thought he was going to do, getting that jump and pushing John Sheen up the racetrack out of the way, and he's going to be making a surge for the point here. I think he's going to get it. I really do.
I sure hope he does here, but for now, Harrington going to hold on for now. But, Joe, take a look at the chat and what is going to happen here. There you have it. 10 Jules sent a floating heart from yours truly, folks. If you have Jules, be sure, pull out your mobile app. You can send them here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Everybody should get a free amount of them. You may as well send them right here, right, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I know I sent some of my jewels a while back, and any support to the stream, helps a little bit, goes a long way here for Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And if we take a quick look at the poll, we were split 50-50. We're now 57, almost 60-40, with the overwhelming majority thinking we're going to have under 14.5 cautions tonight.
I think they're going to figure it out, and it looks like they've started to figure it out for now, Joe, but we're going to find out. They're 3 wide. They're still racing hard as a 15 machine of Isaiah Adambomb Adams gets a little loose there.
Yeah, John Sheen getting out of shape. Looks like he bounced off the wall there all the way on to the bottom, and we've got Chad White now up into 3rd. He's on a mission tonight. He's got the number 46 of Fred Chase in his crosshairs. Chad White's got a really fast race car tonight, and he just might be the one to get it done. So your pick is in the contention. Mine is John.
Yeah, well, if you're Chad White, Joe, the thing is you just got to stay patient. I know it's hard to do that whenever you have to serve the penalty there. You just want to overdo it, and you're thinking in your head, man, if only I would have just not started the race early on, I probably would have led this whole thing so far. But you got to forget about that. We still got a long ways to go here. We're just about a third of the way through.
Yeah, I mean, we got 113 laps to go. Chad White in a really good spot right now after the mishap. So, John Sheen and the Glizzy Gobbler almost get into it door to door there, entering turn number 1. And John Sheen seems to have fallen off the pace, lost quite a bit of spots there since that first restart.
I don't know what John Sheen's doing. Maybe Jessica's yelling at him for not taking out the trash or something, Joe. We'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Sheen, he must have did something because, Jessica's helped him, in a lot of these races, activating his grip hacks and his engine horsepower hacks. And, maybe she's just finally fed up and says, John, I just can't do the cheating anymore.
That's a good point here. Let's drop back. We got Girth Brooks. We had a beautiful performance by Girth Brooks last week on the channel, and he's sitting here in the 15th position here out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, trying to take over 14.
Yeah, absolutely, Blake. And it's good that you bring that up because, what better way to tribute to your birthday celebration than a song from the man himself that is Girth Brooks, the up-and-coming country star.
Yeah, one of the biggest country stars in the industry here. Girth Brooks, don't forget about him, folks, because he's going to be singing at a major stadium near you one of these days. Look at this, though, Joe.
Fred Chase looking to go side by side with Harrington, and just as he does, the caution comes out. They junked it. Jonathan Dominick's involved in that as well.
Tonight, Joe.
Man,
no, Jonathan. Hang on, let's see this replay here real quick, though. See if he had some help or if he just lost it. He loses it, Joe.
Yeah, the chili pop's not quite able to cool his tires down for him. Just self spins and collects the wall. And man, I haven't been having luck here with my picks lately. And we've got another caution that comes out, which I'm pretty sure Fred Chase not happy about, as he finally was able to get side by side with Harrington and make a move.
Yeah, I think he was going to take over that race lead, Joe, in just a lap or two if it would have stayed green. Well, Harrington gets another break, and it's going to be interesting to see if anybody wants to pit. My guess is, though, they're all going to stay out here and save those sets of tires.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Still only a few laps into the second stage, and you heard Terrence Murphy saying if you go both stages and only take tires when you have to, you're going to enter stage 3 with 2 still over the wall. And you definitely want to keep something over the wall here. Late race cautions at Vegas can get a little dicey, and you definitely want to be the driver that's going to be on fresher tires, especially when it counts the most.
Well, it's your boy CJ in the chat, Joe. He's asking, hey, why is there 2 streams up? Well, that's because here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Joe, one's not enough. We got 2 races happening right now. Right here, we got the Average Joe's Cup Series, and then Jesse Becker about to kick off the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series. There is no more streaming excitement than right here at HMS TV.
Yeah, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we've got something great built here, and multiple streams gives you so many options to watch so many different exciting races. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of it and give the fans exactly what they want. And we've got the action, we've got the shenanigans, and just some all-around good entertainment for race fans out there.
Yeah, now Connor Gerard earlier, Joe, he inserted somebody in the paint scheme of the night contention. Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, that was the number 11. That's going to be Akari King Wright.
Let's see where Akari is right now. Right now, he I don't know if he just pit or what, but he's running 25th. Let's take a look at this paint scheme of Akari King Wright as we hop on board here. Take a look.
Yeah, a little 21 Pilots Luminary concept. Looks like the Ring of Fire on his car. And, early on in the race, he definitely had some good pace. And I think he might have pit. I know he got a little jammed up, fell back, lost some spots, lost some pace. But, Akari King Wright still got a fast race car here tonight at Las Vegas.
Well, Akari, I'm sure he wants to finish well, Joe, but the main thing he cares about is that Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night. I mean, nobody really cares anything more than that. I think it's more important than winning.
Yeah, and, I think the 2 most, what's the word I'm looking for? The 2 most crown jewels of the races here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV is going to be the Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night and the 14th place trophy.
Absolutely. And Cinch McCoy's kind of screwing around here. I don't see him in the chat yet. Not sure what Cinch McCoy's up to, but he needs to show up for sure because he's the one that likes watching the battle for 14th, as Austin Oliver has the spot for now. But we're racked up, ready to roll, going to get things back going. Our 7th caution of the night here in lap number 60 at Las Vegas. Bunched up. Go ahead, Joe.
A pace car going to take the hard left turn off of onto pit road as Harrington into the radio replay restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Got one off pace there onto the apron, but we are good as Michael Harrington sets the pace with Fred Chase second, Chad White third. Then we got Wiles and McClure rounding out your top 5, clean and green, heading down the backstretch.
Yeah, side by side for Chase and Chad White as Chad White looks like he's going to have the advantage here into turn number 3, but Fred Chase has all that clean air up top, but he's going to have his work cut out as the 91 of Garrett Wiles puts his bumper into the chase.
Yeah, Chad White unable to finish the pass. Chase does a good job defending up top. But let's drop back in the field a bit here as Brian Matthews going 3 wide back in 13.
Yeah, Brian Matthews sending it around the outside, around Corbett Raker and Adam Hoagland. And I do believe I just heard a motor explode. I don't know if that was a glitch or if somebody just junked it off the track, but yeah, still clean and green here. Lap number 64 of 167.
Boy, bad news here. I don't know what happened to Chris Mackey, but we saw him up front earlier. Right now, he's junked, running 27th out of Ackworth, Georgia. Still a long ways to go, but Mackey needs to figure something out here. He wants to get back up front. Garrett
As we
Wiles,
look
though,
at
running
the,
third. Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, the Ridgecrest, California native, finally settling down in Rapid City, South Dakota, as he takes over the number 3 spot from Chad White.
You know, Joe, I thought Garrett would never settle down, and he finally does in Rapid City, South Dakota, sitting in the 3rd spot. You think he can get it done here tonight as we got a battle for the race lead developing.
Yeah, I mean, if Chase and Harrington keep battling it out, that's going to allow Garrett to stick his nose in there. But we see them side by side down the front straightaway on board here with Fred Chase as he gets the nose out in front of Harrington. We'll see if he can't clear him here on the outside.
Side by side, he should get a run here down the backstretch on the high line. Fred Chase, new race leader after starting back in 18th.
Yeah, Fred Chase, he had the pace all night, just needed that opportunity. But Garrett Wiles, he's got pace as well, looking to get around Harrington. Not going to be able to do it just yet. He'll have to set up a pass here.
Boy, some great racing out front right now as Fred Chase looks to hold on to the race lead for now. But let's take a look at your lap leaderboard from earlier here, Joe. Michael Harrington led 62 laps. Chad White with 3 laps led. Fred Chase on his 2nd lap led here of the evening.
Yeah, we are on lap number 66. Get ready to come to the ever so popular 6-7.
Let's go, lap number 67 here, folks. We are clean and green in the Press Your Luck 250 at Las Vegas.
Yeah, Fred Chase pulling out to about 0.3 of a second. You've got Harrington and Wiles battling it out for just about a lap or two. They've settled in single file. I don't want to lose too much time if either one of those drivers are going to have a chance at junking Chase for the win.
Well, time to check out our HMS TV hard charger board, and it's Judge John Mathis in the 12th position after starting 33rd. So Mathis continues to climb the standings. Can he get up to the front as he's still outside the top 10 right now?
Yeah, Blake, anything's still possible here. 99 laps to go. Pretty sure we'll get another few cautions here. We'll definitely get one for the stage break, and then the field will reset, and we'll go back at it all over again. As these guys still single file, still battles all over the racetrack. There's no position uncontested here tonight.
Back here in the 17th position, Girth Brooks out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, looking to make some moves on the outside line here. He is door to door to the 47 of Corbett Raker as they continue to battle. We look out front. Fred Chase still feeling good with Garrett Wiles 2nd. Harrington, McClurg, and Murphy rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers dialed in right now, and we've had so many drivers make advances, getting their way up to the front, staying there. We've had some drivers started up front, staying there as well. And, one to mention it one more time, the 28 of Chad White, black flag on the opening few laps of the race, working his way back up from 37th up into the top 10.
And we'll see if Chad can keep climbing the standings here. Still a long ways to go, but we look at John Sheen. He's fallen back to the 11th spot. Joe, we saw him running 2nd earlier. Let's see if John can pick up the pace once again to get back in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm sure Sheen's got it. I wonder if maybe he just maybe had some mishaps on pit road that lost him some spots, and then fighting traffic on these restarts. I mean, it's a battle. You get stuck. It's almost like it doesn't matter where you go. If you go high, you get passed on the bottom. If you go low, you get passed on the top. But, we'll see exactly how he makes out as we go on board here. The 24 of Petty and the 33 off track, and Judge Mathis off track as well. Looks like Judge Mathis with a black flag here. I wonder what that's for.
Uh-oh. Bad news there for Judge John Madden, but we're looking at Jeffrey Petty cruising in the 8th position. He is a Connor Gerard Paint Scheme of the Night finalist in 8th. And I tell you what, this Trash Pandas 24 machine, the more I look at this thing, Joe, the more I like it.
Yeah, it's grown on a lot of people, especially Connor Gerard, and Petty got some solid speed here tonight, staying inside the top 10 pretty comfortably.
Still looking to gain some more positions, sitting in 8th here. We drop back here. Adam Hoagland in the 14th spot after starting 17th, so up a few spots as well out of Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah, you can see the pack is really single filed out. We're on lap 28 of 50 here, stage number 2. And some of these guys are going to be looking to make a push for the top 10 to get some stage points. Goal is maximize the amount of points you can get in a race, with the ultimate result of coming away with a win here tonight in the Average Joe Sim Racing League at Las Vegas.
Well, Joe, let's take a look at the fastest last lap around. Douglas Ivy, the fastest car on the track, barely. You got Terrence Murphy, Isaiah Adams, Jonathan Day, and Fred Chase. So we'll keep an eye on that there for sure. And then we pull out the so if you take the last 5 laps and average them out, Joe, Terrence Murphy, Fred Chase, currently the fastest on the track.
Yeah, no surprise, Fred Chase putting down some wicked fast laps. As you see, he's 3/4 of a second out in front of the field, and Terrence Murphy catching her on off for turn number 2. Look at the dive bomb, the inside of the number 91, Garrett Wiles.
Door to door here. They are slamming into each other here, Joe. Something's got to give in this battle for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, the contact obviously not working out for Murphy. As you see, McClurg was behind Garrett Wiles, and that kind of gave him the push he needed to get past the Glizzy Gobbler, as the 16 of Nolan McClurg looks to get around him as well.
So McClurg takes over 4th, looks to get a run on the 3rd position of Garrett Wiles. You got Chad White behind him in 6th as well. So you got a 3-car battle here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, and this is what we like to see here for the Average Joe Sim Racing League. Some real good, hard, clean racing, as Chad White says, move over or get run over, because I'm going to the top.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at this beautiful number 28 machine of Chad White here as he makes the pass for the 5th spot, taking the drone down. You got some textures on the car here. Chad's been putting in the work here on these paint schemes, and good-looking stuff.
Yeah, use the term beautiful. Chad, he is one beautiful fella, I tell you what.
Yeah, very handsome man. That's Chad White out of Loudon, Tennessee. And ladies, if you're out there, Chad, I've heard rumors he may be available for you.
Yeah, just, taken doesn't always mean taken, there's always a chance.
Shoot him a message here, folks. Chad White, you're looking for him.
Yeah, and be on the lookout for the Hutchinson Motorsports TV matchmaking event that will be airing here in just a few weeks. And Chad White seems to be the bachelor that all the ladies want.
Absolutely, and him running 6th here, certainly helping him out, sitting in the top 10. The ladies love running up front in the Average Joe Sim Racing League. Joe, what are you seeing out of the 4-car here of Justin McCurdy out of Ada, Oklahoma?
Yeah, so, I mean, he's had some trials and tribulations tonight, getting involved in an incident early on, but it looks like he's running pretty solid, got some momentum there, running the outside line, especially, midway into this run. And, I wouldn't be surprised if Justin McCurdy can come away with a top 10 finish tonight.
We'll keep an eye on him for sure here, sitting in the 17th position. And then we jump around a bit more. You've got Brian Matthews, the sponsor of tonight's race in the 77 machine. Good-looking car per usual for Mr. Brian Matthews in the Buffalo Trace 77 machine.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian Matthews seemed to have some consistency over the last few races. And, awesome thing he's doing by sponsoring the race tonight is Brian Matthews in at number 77 looks to put 25 on the number 77 red, and he's going to spin to win.
John Sheen still finds himself in the 11th position. Hasn't really gone anywhere since the start of this last restart with 14 laps left to go here in the stage. If he wants to get a couple stage points, he's got to make some moves.
Yeah, and if all else fails, Blake, I think we can play a wonderful game of Russian roulette to see who can come away with a win here tonight at Vegas.
I think that is a great plan as Fred Chase continues to set the pace out front in that bad, fast number 46 machine. HendrickCars.com looking good.
Yeah, and the other thing, just to pay a little bit of attention to, him and Harrington running almost identical lap times. Harrington just running a few hundredths of a second faster than Fred Chase, but once you get that separation in between each other in these next-gen cars, it's rather difficult to get up to the bumper. Then once you get up to the bumper, it's equally difficult to make a move there, as we see almost some three-wide action there, battling for 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Corbett Raker holds on to the position here out of Grove City, Ohio. Let's hop on board with him as he tries to keep Justin McCurdy and the 12 machine behind him.
He's got another Trap House driver in front of him, Isaiah Adam Bomb Adams. He's also looking to make a surge to get inside the top 15 as he sits 16th, currently 21 positions up from where he started.
Well, good run tonight for Terrence Murphy. Came into this evening as your points leader, sitting third pretty comfortably here. And if he keeps it up, he's looking to hold on to his points lead. But he is not satisfied with that quite yet. He wants to win this race here in the Press Your Luck 250.
Yeah, I mean, Terrence Murphy's got 2 consecutive podiums coming into this race, and neither one of them will win. So the fire is lit for Terrence Murphy as he's in a good spot for a 3rd consecutive podium finish, but pretty confident he wants that win. And speaking of wanting to win, Fred Chase as well, currently on the point, but Harrington has gotten to his bumper.
Well, in the chat, Anna Alessandro said, "You are so full of it to us." Well, I don't remember what she's talking about, Joe, but, I can't believe she'd say that.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe this is maybe a relation to Chad White, maybe? Or unless she's saying we're full of it, thinking that we're not going to do the matchmaking event. So, Miss Anna Alessandro, if that's something you're interested in, stay up to date on the social media posts of Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Anna, if you're wanting Chad White, shoot us a message. We'll hook you up. But we look around here, Joe. It's still Harrington second, Fred Chase first. It's going to be 8 laps left to go, and the stages are coming up on some lap traffic. I think that's the 99 machine of Bonner.
Yeah, it is a 99 of Bonner as Fred Chase works to the inside. Harrington, he leaves some clean air for Harrington. That's going to cost him some time as Harrington could catch a run here down the back straightaway as Fred Chase needs to do everything he can to hang on to this lead before the stage break.
Well, it is a war back here, Joe, from about 13th on back. We've got about a 3 or 4 car battle here for about the 15th position as Corbett Raker looks to make the high line work, get around Brian Cook.
Yeah, he's couldn't kind of do the crossover that he wanted to do because Adam Bomb Adams was there, but he's gonna try and run the high line here again, get to that right rear of the number 44 of Cook and try and slow him down. Is there 3 wide behind him? Jonathan Day, Justin Day, both battling it out. And look at Terrence Murphy splitting the middle, and Terrence Murphy to the point here.
Boy, what a move from 3rd to 1st. Terrence Murphy took advantage of Fred Chase's mistake, but now the 8 machine of Harrington goes to work, and these two are bitter rivals, Joe. It's Murphy and Harrington, 1-2.
Yeah, Terrence Murphy looked at the dealer straight in his eyes. He had 20, and the dealer said, "Are you sure you want to hit?" And he said, "Hit me," and he came away with a blackjack and getting up to the point here with just 5 laps to go in the stage.
Risky move, Joe. I've always wanted to do that. You pull out a 20 and the dealer starts to turn their cars. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing, buddy? Hit me. But it's Murphy, Harrington, and Chase, your top three. Still McClurg in fourth with Chad White rounding out the top five. Let's take another look at your HMS TV hard charger board. It's Isaiah Adam Bomb Adams with 4 laps left to go in the stage, up 22 positions in the 15th spot, but he's still got a lot of work to do here, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, Isaiah Adam Bomb's coming away with the Deuce Triple Fat Goose, getting all the way up to where he's at now, sitting at 15th. And we look here, Terrence Murphy doing a solid job defending that number 1 spot.
Looking like he's going to be able to take home the stage win, Joe, unless something catastrophic happens. It's going to be 3 laps left to go here in stage 2, but don't look now, but Douglas Ivy up to the 6th position in that Juicy Spider Studios 33 machine.
Yeah, Douglas Ivy, another driver who's made some gains here and is sitting pretty comfortably right now in 6th. Obviously, as the race goes on, he's going to want to advance his position more, but with 3 laps to go in the stage, we've got one flip in the stage. Brian Cook coming down pit road. He's going to look to flip the stage and try and restart here up front.
I don't know. I think he disconnected, Joe. I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, well, I mean, saw it pop up that he went into the pit, so, you know, maybe I just got it wrong. Sometimes, you know, players fuck up too.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him for sure. That's bad news, yo. You know, Brian Cook was running pretty solid around the 15th position, but for now, Terrence Murphy out front looking to take advantage and win stage number 2. It's going to be 1 lap left to go here this time around.
Yeah, Terrence Murphy, he must have loaded the dice there when he made that move up to the front, because now he's holding on to it and coming down the backstretch for the final time here in stage number 2. He will be the winner of stage number 2.
So Murphy's going to win stage 2. I believe Harrington took home stage 1 earlier, right, Joe?
That is correct.
All right, well, checkered white or green and white checkered flag in the air. Terrence Murphy, your stage 2 winner, is going to be Harrington. Chase White takes over the 4th spot there, it looked like, and then McClurg 4th, or I don't know, that one's too close to call. So we'll get back to that later on. But real quick, Joe, we're going to take a fast break as we are under caution. Number 8, our final stage, going to be starting once we get back. We are back here at Vegas as the pit cycle is, or the pit stops have started. Let's see who wins this race off pit road. Looks like Chad White oh, never mind. Hang on. Is there? They still got to cross the line here, folks. Looks like Blake Hewlett going to go with, looking at the last, okay, so he stayed out, Joe. Blake Hewlett did not pit. Michael Harrington wins the race off of pit road. Terrence Murphy comes out 3rd.
Yeah, a little bit of a shake up there up in the front as you know, we get ready to pull in the stage 1 winner, Michael Harrington, and we've got him in the booth now. Michael, this is Joe and Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey man, so stage 1 winner here tonight, and you know, came away runner up here, stage number 2. What's it going to take for you to come away with the win?
If you get a long run like the last one, say more tire, Murph came out and he did a really good job of saving tires. So I don't know. I mean, clean air is king. So try to keep it up front and just see if we can save a little bit more. So if that's sacrificing a couple spots, I guess we'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of depends. I mean, things are probably going to get dicey again. So I don't know. We'll try to keep it up front and see what happens.
Yeah, now, Michael, you saved plenty of tire sets. I believe you still got, 2 sets available the rest of the way?
Yeah, I got 2 more left.
All right, well, that's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But that's really all I got, though. We wish you the best of luck. You're going to be restarting on the lead position here on this 8th restart of the night.
Hopefully clean up for you guys.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, and we'll see you hopefully at the end.
It sounds good, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, don't think we'll have enough time to bring out Terrence Murphy. We'll get a chat with him on the next caution. He's definitely a driver we're going to want to talk to here as pace car leading the field down the back straightaway as we get ready to go green here. Be restarting with 67 to go.
Let's go, Joe. It's going to be a good one the rest of the way for sure. We are racked up, ready to roll. It's going to be Harrington on the inside, Murphy on the outside, lined up door to door. 37 cars signed in here in Vegas. Only one's going to be crowned the winner of the Press Your Luck 250 as the pace car heads in. We're ready to roll, Joe. Take a screen.
Harrington approaching the radio replay restart zone, and we are green here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Stage number 3 underway.
Last stage of the night, Joe. Are we going to get some clean and green runs, or are these guys going to start wadding them up again? 68 laps remain here as Harrington out front of the 5 machine of Terrence Murphy.
Yeah, door to door behind him, McClurg and Ivy there for 3rd. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some aggressive moves here on the restart. You heard Harrington say, clean air is king, and everybody going to be fighting for that clean air.
Nolan McClurg pinned down at the bottom, just cannot get a run off the corner when he's down there. And it looks like the 33 trying to take advantage and take over that 3rd spot. But for now, we got a battle for the race lead, Joe. It's Harrington and Murphy side by side.
Yeah, Murphy, best thing for him to do, he wants to try and keep Harrington up on the top of the racetrack as long as he can, force him to use up his tires as they are now extremely close. Come out of turn 4 and they make contact.
Oh, the 16 almost gets into the 5 machine there. Thankfully, he does not, as they are door to door for the race lead still.
Yeah, we know Murphy and Harrington known for going at it, and you see Murphy trying to run him up the racetrack, but that could potentially cost him as we see McClurg there going for the side drift, catching a run, coming out of turn number 2.
Harrington defends for now. Terrence Murphy going to lose a spot maybe as they go door to door, almost door banging each other, but we're still good, and we got cars in the infield.
Chad White, Fred Chase down into the grass.
We're still green, Joe. Boy, that's unfortunate for Chad White there.
I knew it was going to get aggressive here on the restart, and caution going to come out here, and we'll see exactly what brought it out. I wonder if it's related. Looks like David Forch involved in the wreck as well.
Let's take a look here, and I think the 46 just dumps the 28 here. Let's take a look. Out of the corner there, 46 just goes up the entire track, driving like a Hendrick driver, and then he dumps Chad White.
Yeah, it looks like he just caught some really bad dirty air, lost the nose of it, and washed up the track into the 28, but not too much damage it looks like for Chad White. Is he just got set onto the grass, but unfortunately he's going to fall back. And we'll take a look at David Forch here in the number 06 as he just gets loose and
my goodness, runs out of talent there, Joe.
All the way to the right and just comes up in front of everybody there.
Boy, that is unfortunate. Well, Joe, the good news is that gives us time to talk about the series sponsor, Down the Rabbit Hole Podcast. Check them out, folks. RabbitHolePodcast.com. Episode 28 of Down the Rabbit Hole Podcast is out now. This week, we're visiting the dangers of AI, from misinformation and privacy concerns to job displacement and what happens when AI gets too powerful. Could Skynet be real? we're diving down the rabbit hole to see just how far this technology has come and where it could be headed. Watch now, subscribe for free at rabbitholepodcast.com. Down the rabbit hole, where the deeper you go, the crazier it gets, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. And, speaking of going down into the rabbit hole, we're going to bring up our Stage 2 winner and see how far down the rabbit hole he wants to go. Terrence Murphy, Stage 2 winner. Joe and Blake up in the booth. You got us?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. So, we've seen a little bit of aggression off the restart up front and also mid-pack. Is that kind of going to be your strategy here? Try and get out in some clean air and stay up there? Or are you going to just wait for the opportunity to strike?
Well, I'm not going to burn it up too bad trying to get back to the lead. I don't know what happened on that pit stop. The jack dropped, and it still made me wait on, I don't know, I guess fuel. But so then I burned out of my pit stall and lost a bunch of time. But I'm good at time. I'm good managing the tires. So if they want to run off like bats out of hell, that's fine. I'll get them late.
Well, feeling confident, Terrence. You bring home the Stage 2 win. You finished pretty good in Stage 1. Looking at a good points day so far. But, how bad do you want this win? Are you going to be thinking about points at the end, or it's just all about winning?
Well, it's more about budget. Every time I win a race, I don't have to ship a trophy. So it's just about saving money. The trophies are paid for.
Well, hey, that's actually a good point there. And, hey, he's talking about the Grid Gold service he runs. And, Terrence, you got any information for our fans about Grid Gold?
Yep, check out the Grid Gold server, custom diecast, custom trophies for any race events, hard chargers, whatever you want. You can get one custom.
Well, Joe, you can finally buy yourself a trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get the Commentator of the Year award from Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We'll find out what happens and when the award ceremony takes place late December.
Hey, there we go.
Well, we wish you the best of luck the rest of the way here, Terrence.
All right, thanks, brother.
Yeah, that was our Stage 2 winner, Terrence Murphy. We got a live shot here of him right behind Michael Harrington, who will restart here on the point. Restart number 9 coming very shortly. Do not blink. You do not want to miss.
Absolutely. And joining us in the chat finally is Cinch McCoy. Where you been, Cinch? You've been missing a crazy race. And right now in the 14th position, your favorite spot, Girth Brooks battling with Chris Mackey. Field's racked up, ready to roll, Joe. Pace car is headed in. It's going to be Harrington on the inside. McClurg on the outside. Caution number 9 in the books. Green flag back in the air.
Big push by Murphy, getting Harrington out in front of the battle that's going to brew behind him. He wants it to be him and Harrington going toe-to-toe here for the race lead.
Don't look now out of nowhere. Jeffrey Petty into the 3rd position. This is the best we've seen him run here so far. Can the Fayetteville Tennessean of Jeffrey Petty steal this race win?
Yeah, the 24 Trash Panda machine looking to throw a curveball and make something happen here as the 33 of Ivy gets into the wall behind him, but he's got the 16 of McClurg. I don't know if he's going to do it. He's a little slower than Dial-Up, but seems to have found something as he gets around Petty and looks to start working on the Glizzy Gobbler.
Battle for the race lead. Harrington holds off Murphy for now. Murphy just got done saying he's going to save his tires. He's not worried about burning them up. But I don't know, Joe. Looks like he's trying to burn them up and take this top spot over.
Yeah, you have Murphy behind him washing up the racetrack a little bit. I think sometimes you have a strategy. It kind of goes out the window when you see just the pace that the guys have behind you. But the one thing he does have to his advantage is going to be all that clean air, which should help him out. Should he end up pushing a little bit more than he wants to early on into this run.
Yeah, well, Harrington holds on for now. You got McClurg 2nd, followed by Murphy, Petty, and Ivy. You got Brian Matthews holding on to the 6th position. And look at this, Joe. Isaiah Adams up to 7th, plus 30 since the start of this race.
Yeah, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And the number 15 Will Like Willie machine gaining some serious ground here. That's almost unheard of. Starting from the back, worked his way all the way up to the 7th position.
He's not done yet. He's going to continue to gain positions as we drop back. Chris Mackey in the 11th spot, battling it out here, trying to sneak.
We got
into
one
the
spinning.
top 10.
We had the 88 machine spinning onto the grass, able to recover well, keep it green here. That's going to be Hunter Haskell.
Well, bad news for Hunter Haskell here out of Astor, Florida. He keeps it rolling, though. Just a single car incident as Michael Harrington with a 0.3 of a second lead. Going to be 56 laps remaining this time around in stage 3.
Yeah, McClurg, one of the front runners starting off this race. Fell back a little bit early on, worked his way back up to this number 2 spot, and was able to get around Terrence Murphy, and he's making some headway on the leader, Michael Harrington.
Yeah, we drop back in the field a bit. Chad White trying to get through the field for the second time of the evening after getting turned earlier on. He is up to 16th here, Joe. This poor guy, he's passed more cars than anybody tonight. Has nothing to show for it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Chad White, as you see, Fred Chase as well trying to rebound after. Yeah, it looked like it for a second there. Both of these drivers, suffering the consequences of a mistake here, but still. We're coming down to the wire here. 55 to go, so these guys are going to have to push if they want to come away with a solid finish here tonight.
And they're going 3 wide right here as Chad White looks down low. He's looking to get some help from his good buddy, Fred Chase. Oh, right, hooked into the fence! Oh, no. That one looked like it hurt. That's Austin Oliver. He may be dead, Joe. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly hit into the wall here. We'll go back and take a look at the HMS TV instant replay.
Oh, he just gets right hooked intentionally. Wow. See this one more time, Joe. Look at this. Here's the 11, Akari King right. Just turns left, says, later, loser, you're junk. There it is.
Yep, that's what happens. And, unfortunately, under caution here, again, getting close to the spread, over-under here, 14.5 cautions. And, one driver who I'm pretty sure is, not happy to see them come out is Michael Harrington. Is he? He could be happy that they're coming out. He's really got the advantage there on the restarts. But lap 115 of 167. Who's going to decide to come down pit road and get some fresh tires?
I'm kind of surprised nobody wanted to take a flyer here, Joe. Most of these guys should have 2 tire sets still, and we still only have about 50 laps left. So, I wouldn't be shocked to see these guys getting some tires, and looks like we got a handful of takers at least.
Yeah, Jesse Chip Graham coming down, Fred Chase coming down. Looks like I thought it was McClurg. I guess it's just a car with a similar paint scheme of them. Yeah, about 8 or 9 drivers coming down pit road, and they could just be taking fuel, but because if you think about it, the amount of cautions we've had, you got to also anticipate a late race caution, and you definitely want to have some chips left in your stack.
Listen to this, Brad G. Sounds a little mad on the radio. I'm going to play it for you guys. Listen in.
Brian can somebody for 5 minutes, and I say one thing, and get my disabled. That's bull.
He is not happy. Got his chat disabled by race control, and there you have it.
Yeah, it's unfortunately at the mercy of the admins, and you don't really know what was said before then, but at some point, I don't know. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Sometimes you say something and it might just be a little bit out of line. It's just, sometimes these league races, the chat could just get way out of control. I've seen race control just disable the chat completely, which, me personally, I don't think is a bad thing because, nobody wants to listen to all that crap,
Absolutely.
Especially if it doesn't involve you.
Absolutely. We're going to rack them back up here. It's going to be Harrington and McClurg. But first, Larry McReynolds has a message. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Vegas. It's McClurg and Harrington on the front row. It's caution number 10. We're going to have about 50 to go when we drop the hammer and go green. So most of your leaders, Joe, they still should have 2 sets of tires remaining. So I'm thinking next caution is when you're probably going to see everybody head down.
Yeah, I can agree with that here. 2 sets of tires over the wall and about 50 laps to go. I mean, I don't think it would hurt, but we'll see if we can get a long run here. Maybe maybe pit under green.
Well, Joe, real quick, Jesse, Chip Graham, and Fred Chase, keep an eye on them. They are your first 2 on fresh tires. They're going to have 1 set remaining, but everybody in front of them still has 2 with the older tires. But pace cars in, field is set, green flag back in the air here at Vegas.
Yeah, those fresh tires are going to allow them to push up to the front, but they're going to have to do it cleanly. They got a lot of traffic ahead of them as they're already going 3 wide into turn number 2.
Yeah, and these tires, looking at them, they're just going to be about 10 or so laps fresher. So really not a huge advantage. Actually about 50, we'll call it 17 laps fresher tires. So they are going to be faster, but it's not going to be like super simple to get around everybody. So we'll keep an eye how this works out. Going to be 49 laps left to go here. Harrington out front.
Yeah, Terrence Murphy washed up the track a little bit in turn number 4. Not sure if that was by design. If he was trying to throw some air on Ivy or if he just lost a nose in the wake of the number 8 of Harrington.
Well, Tommy Brock just subscribed to HMS TV. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member. Congratulations, Tommy. You just made the best decision of your life. Chris Mackey up to 4th here, Joe, making some moves on the outside. We saw him in the back there early on, and now we see him back out front.
Yeah, he's going to be battling side by side with the 16, Nolan McClurg. McClurg falling back a few spots here off the restart, and he's going to be fighting it out. He doesn't want to lose that pace, and he's got a lot of fast cars around him. McClurg on the outside, and got Adam Bomb Adams right behind him as well.
Boy, Michael Harrington is putting down some heaters here, Joe. Just put down the fastest lap of the race, a 29.84, and caution is out. Let's see what happened. Garrett Wiles involved. Here it is. Just a big check up there. And then Brad G just intentionally wrecks him. It looks like. I don't know what happened. Joe,
yeah, it looks like both drivers just trying to avoid the slow car on the outside, and Garrett maybe slid up the track a little bit, and then Brad G just didn't like it and put him in the wall.
Yeah, to me it looks like maybe he's not happy that he gets doored right here. And then let's see that wheel here, Joe. Does he just take a hard left and right hook him? No, maybe not.
No, it just looks like Wiles just came up. Maybe thought he was clear there. Hey, for lack of a better term, shitty situation for both drivers, as there was a car really off pace on the top, and both drivers just trying to avoid it. Unfortunate, a little bit of a racing incident deal there, but nevertheless, caution number 11 of the night, and you called it. Everybody going to come down pit road here, probably with the exception of the drivers who took tires just a few laps ago.
And those guys are not in a good situation now, Joe. They're only 1 tire set. They're going to have older tires than these guys now. So these guys feeling good about getting to go down pit road to save that set of tires at the very end if they need it.
Yeah, I mean, they only put about four laps of tires. 4 laps on those tires. So, shouldn't be too much of a disadvantage, but here at Vegas, the fall off is pretty significant, and you're gonna have a lot of fast drivers behind them, as you see. Fred Chase, one of those drivers who opted to stay out and moves up into that number 3 spot.
Now, one thing we will add, Joe, your top 4, they stayed out and did not pit. They're going to be close on fuel. We know they can go 48 green flag laps. These guys pit on lap 115, so that would put them at about 52 laps. And, with the caution, they may be able to make it. They may not. I don't know. It's going to be close, though.
Yeah, man, if we keep getting cautions, they should be able to save it. But, again, it's a gamble. They're going to have to press their luck and see, exactly what happens here. If they get cautions, they'll should be able to stretch it, maybe another 10 laps, maybe. But, yeah, we'll have to see here if we get green flag runs, if we get more cautions. But you see Jesse Chip Graham up front. Unfortunately, it might just be short-lived. Might just run out of chips in his stack.
Well, this is probably best case scenario, though, Joe, for those guys that did flip and burn that set of tires a little early. The caution comes out just a few laps later. So they're going to be essentially on the same tires. They did gain the track position. So they should be fairly happy about this. This is probably about the best thing that could have happened here for them.
Yeah, if you look at hindsight, right, always 2020. If we go, another, 20, 25 laps or so, I would almost think everybody's going to come down pit road again. And if they can hold their positions, they'll be in good shape.
I agree. We'll see how it goes, though. If these guys want to play nice on the restart or if we wad them up, get another quick caution, going to get interested for sure. Or maybe we'll just keep it green all the way to the end here on restart 11. Not.
And we see some of these drivers getting caught up to the pack as get ready to enter turns 3 and 4 and bring us back green. You've got Jesse Chip Graham, Akari King Wright going to be starting on the front row, and they've got a few fast cars behind them. Harrington back up into that number 6 spot. Fred Chase as well, Terrence Murphy, and Chris Mackey and Nolan McClurg.
We'll see how the chips fall here in Vegas as the pace car is in front of this sold-out crowd. There's not a fan sitting down in their seats as they roll towards the radio replay restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
Another good restart there by Fred Chase, getting to the back bumper of the 17, pushing him out in front, and yeah, look at Terrence Murphy there running the bottom, trying to get on the inside of Fred Chase. Door to door, banging on the back straightaway.
Boy, good thing he didn't clip him in the quarter panel there. That could have been deadly as we got another battle behind them. It's Akari King Wright trying to hold off Nolan McClurg for 4th. Single file out front, side by side for the 4th position. Here with 42 laps left to go, Joe, in the Press Your Luck 250.
Yeah, there is no shortage of dirty air up there in the front of the pack as you see everybody trying to navigate around, get some clean air on the nose of their race car. And you see the 16 McClurg losing the nose a little bit, getting stuck in the wake of Fred Chase. And yeah, battle is starting to brew here as a lot of these drivers on fresh tires looking to make a push up in the front as Jesse Chip Graham sets a new fastest lap of the race.
Boy, the track is getting faster and faster, Joe. A 29.67 nice lap time out front. Jesse Chip Graham is on a mission right now, and these slightly older tires are holding up pretty good here early on in the run.
Yes, it seems like that is the case here. Fred Chase as well doing a good job trying to hold on to that position as McClurg gets clear of him as they enter turn number 1, but that number 8 Trap House Harrington in the chase as well. Kari King Wright, Blake Hewlett sitting just outside the top 10.
Got some battles throughout the whole field here as they are door to door bumping each other down the backstretch. We got one sideways. Look out, we're probably going to get a caution. And I don't know, up the track, there it is.
Yeah, 24 Petty around there as well on the bottom of the racetrack. And you'll have to take a look at the HMS TV replay and see exactly what happened there. And looked like McClurg getting out of shape, I believe. Or was that Kari King Wright?
Kari King Wright and the 24 get connected there. 24 able to basically save it, but the caution flies early on. I think we could have gone without that caution, but nonetheless, there we are. Now,
Caution
thinking you're
number.
going to see anybody pit here, Joe. Just a couple laps there. I don't see anything changing.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, it could be a gamble for fuel, maybe a fuel-only stop. But with these guys wanting to hang on to their positions, I don't think these front runners are going to pit.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we're going to take just a short break. Don't you go anywhere. Click the like button for us. Subscribe to the channel. We're going HMS TV side by side. We'll be right back for the finish of this one with the Average Joe Sim Racing League Cup Series. We are back here, Joe. It's Jesse Chip Graham going to restart on the inside line. You got Terrence Murphy with slightly fresher tires going to be starting beside him.
Yeah, the way Terrence Murphy has been running, he's definitely got the speed. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult task to try and get around the number 17 here on the restart. He'll have to do it smart and set up a pass. I would almost anticipate he's going to try and set it up coming out of turn number 4. Yeah, still got some fast cars around him. Harrington up in 6th. He's got Fred Chase behind him, as well as Ryan McClurg and Douglas Ivey going to be all starting in the first 3 rows.
Well, Joe, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but it's simple. I mean, if you're Terrence Murphy in the 5 machine, all you got to do is right hook that 17 machine. You take over the race lead.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You bring out a caution, you'll be able to start up into the front and have control. Speaking of control, Jesse Chip Graham into the radio replay restart zone, taking us back. Green flag underway. 36 to go here at Las Vegas.
Good jump there from Jesse Chip Graham out of Louisville. Is not a great start there for Terrence Murphy outside as Nolan McClurg looks to the inside to take over second.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage starting on the outside of the restarts. When you don't have control, you see him working the high line, but Nolan McClurg giving him a little bit shove up the racetrack as they almost make contact.
Now it's going to be interesting how the cautions play out. Most of these guys should have an extra set of tires, so if we get a late caution, you're going to see everybody pit. Really no strategy involved here the rest of the way, it's looking like.
Yeah, all bets are off here with these drivers having a set of tires over the wall, and yeah, it's still going to be close for these guys on fuel, but we'll see exactly how it shapes up as the battle for second heats up between Terrence Murphy and Ryan McClurg.
Well, it's still Jesse Chip Graham. Everybody basically on an even playing field right now, so really no crazy strategies going on. So looking at your standings on the board there, folks, that's basically where everybody's running legitimately. Look at this. We got a battle here for about the 9th position. Garrett Wiles, he was running up front early on, got involved in an incident or two. Will find himself right outside the top 10 now, looking to take over the 10th spot.
Yeah, we saw the, the number 12, Adam Hoagland, just a few laps ago, really trying to pack the air on John Sheen's bumper. As that ended up not working for him, as Sheen got the position, as well as number 91 of Wiles getting around him as well.
Now we drop back a few spots here. Chad White finds himself running 12th. He's trying to navigate through this field. We know he's one of the faster cars on the night, just has had some tough cards here fall his way. It's going to be 32 left to go here.
Yeah, time is running out for a lot of these drivers. There's not going to be any room for error here, and you're going to have to place your bets correctly and hope the cards fall in your favor.
And the chat blowing up here. You got Cinch McCoy, Connor Gerard, all kinds of fans chatting it up. If you're in the chat, folks, drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for, who's going to win this thing, who's going to junk it. We are running out of time. 31 left to go here with the Average Joe Sim Racing League.
Yeah, Jesse Chip Graham all the way down in the bottom of the racetrack on the white line through turns 1 and 2. Really getting a good exit there, but the 16 of McClurg catching a little bit of the draft down the back straightaway, making up some room, and Terrence Murphy is there as well. It's looking like it's going to be a three-way battle here shortly for the lead.
Looking at them rip it around here at our HMS TV wall cams. Full field of race cars, 37 signed in. They're going 3 wide in the middle of the pack.
You got Justin Day, Jonathan Dominics fighting back up into, almost up into the top 15. He's got the number 4, McCurdy, to try and get around and break into the top 15.
Looking at this battle right here, taking a peek at Isaiah Adam Bomb Adams, your hard charger on the night. 29 positions gained here so far for Adams in the 15.
Yeah, solid performance by Isaiah Adam Bomb Adams. He was just 1 position shy of the 30 spots gained, but still a heck of a night here as we see the 33 of Ivy getting up into the wall. That's going to slow him up a bit. Adam Bomb's looking to send it on the inside, and 91 runs him up into the wall high, wants to get him out of the way because he is a problem.
Boy, that 33 machine's kind of all over the place right now. You got to get around him quickly. You don't have time to mess around. If he doesn't get out of the way, look out. He gets a little sideways there. He's going to lose it, Joe.
Yeah, I think the 91 of Garrett Wiles just packed the air on the left rear of Douglas Ivy, gets him out of shape, gets him out of the way, and yeah, he's going to lose a bunch of spots, and hopefully doesn't wreck here as they're 3 wide coming out of turn number 4 with Bonner.
Well, let's take a look at the 77 machine of Brian Matthews. We know he loves the hot weather. Well, you can't tell tonight, Joe. He's been running mid-pack all evening long.
Yeah, he's going to have to, I don't know if he needs to turn up the heater or he needs to cool it off a little bit. You know, sun has gone down a little bit, which you think would cool the track off just a tad bit, but with all these cars searching for grip all over the racetrack, and they junked it right in front of Terrence Murphy.
We're still clean and green here. I missed it, but not sure there's a car off pace for now. Looks like...
Yeah, it looked like Fred Chase was off pace there. Not sure if he was the one that was involved. I know Murphy was battling it out pretty good with Nolan McClurg, so maybe it was Nolan McClurg that was because he's gone. He's out of the picture.
Looking at the track temp on the bottom right of your screen, folks, 99 degrees, air temp 83, so it has cooled off about 10 degrees or so since the start of the race.
Yeah, that should give the drivers a little bit more grip here towards the end of the race, especially if they come down and get fresher tires at some point. 25 to go. Still clean, still green, so we'll see if these drivers have the fuel to make it to the end or if they need to come down for some fuel. I think they're going to try and push it to the end here, Blake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to make it here. Everybody through the field with the cautions we've had. And, Joe, one thing to watch, I think Terrence Murphy is saving those tires, and I'm not so sure that Jesse Graham is. So I think you're going to see Terrence Murphy run him down here pretty quickly.
Yeah, 24 laps to go. Plenty of time for him to run him down, although he needs to keep that lap count in the back of his mind. He's got Chris Mackey right behind him. A little bit of separation, but still well within striking distance. Also keeping count. Harrington as well, trying to fight back up for that top spot.
Fred Chase rounding out your top 5 with McClurg, Wiles, Adams, and White with the 9th position. Then Adam Hoagland rounds out the top 10.
It's been nothing short of exciting here as we go on board with Dominic's here side by side with the number 80 of Jonathan Day. He's got the 24 of Petty behind him as well, getting a front row seat in this battle here for 16th.
That Chili Pop 94 machine of Jonathan Dominics holds on. We got a battle for the race lead developing already. It's Terrence Murphy making quick work of him, takes over the top spot.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time before this battle really started to brew, as you see Chip Graham going all the way down to the bottom, trying to fight back against Terrence Murphy, but Murphy's going to have a little bit more exit speed coming out of turn number 4. He's going to want to get clear and start air blocking the number 17.
It's all clear skies ahead for Terrence Murphy. He wants this thing to stay clean and green. Joe, what do you think the chances are we go to the checkered flag here under green with 21 to go?
Man, it's that's a hard thing to predict here with as many cautions as we had, but you know, with only 21 laps to go, I'm pretty sure these drivers are just as eager to get the race over with. And I think they might just be able to keep it clean here for 20 more laps. I do anticipate maybe some late race door banging, but Terrence Murphy seems to be holding pretty strong out in front.
We got a new poll in the chat, folks. Be sure to drop your vote. Will it stay green the rest of the way? Yes or no. Pretty simple vote there. So get your votes in quick. Don't wait till the caution comes out to vote.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Go ahead.
Nope. Yeah, I was just going to say, get those votes in here at the Press Your Luck 250. It's been nothing short of exciting. Tons of cautions, tons of great racing, great passing, and yeah, everything is really starting to shape up and get on fire, so to speak, as we get ready to close out the race here. Looking at Nolan McClurg here, sitting back in 6th, looking to make his way back up to the front as we see a side-by-side battle here with Chase and Mackey for that number 3 spot.
Can Fred Chase take the spot? Looks like he's going to here from Chris Mackey, and that's the 8 machine of Harrington right behind him. But Joe, looking at the poll, we got 5 votes already. Looks like 4 of them for no, 1 of them voted yes. So majority of our fans think we're getting a yellow.
Yeah, if we get a yellow, that's really going to shake everything up. A lot of drivers going to have a tough decision to make. Do you take 2? Do you take 4? I wouldn't be surprised if some drivers just take 2 here if we do get a caution.
We got some apologies in the chat here from drivers. Not sure if that means somebody wrecked, but I think we're still good for now, Joe.
Yeah, John Sheehan looks like he's fallen off pace quite substantially. Just lost 3 spots there. Douglas Ivey getting to his inside, but he's got momentum fighting back on the top side behind McCurdy as they battle it out for 16th.
Brian Matthews over the radio had this to say. Here's your radio replay transmission. Here it is.
Sorry, John. Sorry, brother. Sorry.
Brian Matthews moved him out of the way, then apologized. Well, Joe, sometimes you just got to move them.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you go for maybe a little bit of a move, maybe a bump and run or just a little door bang, and it just gets the driver a little bit more out of shape than you anticipated. Because rubbing is racing, so I don't see anything wrong with a little bumping, a little grinding. But yeah, it's just when it starts to get the guy out of shape more than you anticipated. I just did the right thing and apologized there. So.
Douglas Ivey, he's been hemorrhaging spots here since the later portion of this race, back to 15th. But we jump up front here. Nolan McClurg got around Chris Mackey and took over the 5th spot as Mackey's starting to fall off. Looks like Garrett Wiles trying to get around him as well.
Yeah, I think that just being a little bit aggressive. I mean, obviously you got to try and salvage as much spots as you can, but you know, sometimes too much is too much, and we're seeing that here. And caution is out. They junked it.
Well, there you have it. The poll, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, Joe. Looked like 71% of our fans said it will not stay green. It does not. Jeffrey Petty involved in an incident. Let's take a look. Oh, Chris Mackey just dumped him. Or is that Chris Mackey or is that someone else? No, I'm sorry.
No,
that's Blake Hewlett. Sorry.
Yeah, Blake Hewlett. He, yeah, a little bit, little angry there with Petty. Just hooks him. I think, you know, Mackey just pissed everybody off getting in front of him, so they decided just to end it all right then and there.
Hang on. Let's slow this down. I'm making sure. It looks like the 87 drifts up the track for sure. Maybe he didn't know they were 3 wide. We'll go slow motion here, Joe. So there's the 87 all on the bottom, 24 in the middle, 6 up top. Yep, 87 goes up the track. 24 might have came down an inch, but I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong there, and he's junked.
Yeah, you know, Blake, you know, looking at exactly where on the track this took place, that section of the track can really get you out of shape and cause you to be extremely tight. I think that's probably what happened there for the 87. If Hewlett is now, they're going to come down pit road.
Carter King Wright's going to wreck the field here, Joe. I think he burned all his sets of tires. Looking at it, he's got 5 pit stops on the night here. So Akari King Wright, he has to stay out. He's probably out of tires, and it looks like McCurdy and Hewlett are going to stay out there with him as well.
Yeah, and that's a recipe for disaster in itself right there. As McClurg slides through his box, he's going to lose a bunch more spots
Chad
there.
White
And
too.
Chad White as well. So last pit stop of the night, going to be crucial here for some spots. Harrington taking 4. Looks like Terrence Murphy winning the race off of pit road in front of number 91 of Wiles.
Looks like 4 tires for Terrence Murphy, wins the race off pit road. 2 for Garrett Wiles. He comes second off of pit road. Then we got Jesse Chip Graham with 4, Michael Harrington with 4, Jonathan Day with 2. Then we have Mackey, Adams, and then Nolan McClurg, all with 4 tires as well.
Yeah, this is I can almost guarantee you right now we're going to have another caution before the race is over. These 4 drivers up front staying out for whatever reasons, most likely out of tires, or they're just going to press their luck here. But, you know, either way, they're going to have quite a substantial difference in tires compared to the rest of the drivers behind them. As Corey King Wright looks like he's going to pit. No, he's still going to stay out. Pressing his luck here. Man, yeah, this is going to be this is going to be a wild one for sure.
Absolutely. These guys going to be well off pace here, Joe, because they last pit on lap 129 and McCarty pit on lap 122. So it's been quite a while for these guys, and they're going to be rolling chicanes. And you're right, Joe, we're definitely getting another wreck.
Yeah, I think if I'm if I'm Terrence Murphy and I'm Wiles and I'm 17 of Chip Graham and Harrington, I do not want to see these 4 drivers on older tires in front of me, because they're going to be coming with some steam. They're going to be coming with some real steam, at least a second faster than these guys are going to be. So they might be able to hold on for a lap or 2, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody just pushes them out of the way and junks them into the wall.
Now, the good news, Terrence Murphy, he's restarting in the second row, so I think he's got a big advantage. He can quickly maybe navigate around these 2 up front, but the rest of the drivers, they got to figure out a way to get around all of them as we're lined up, ready to roll. It's going to be Akari King Wright, Justin McCurdy on your front row again with old junk tires. King Wright taking the high lane.
And pace car going to dive down on the pit road with what could be the final restart of the race. Corey King Wright going to have control on the outside into the restart zone, takes us back underway.
These fans are on their feet. They're off their seats at Corey King Wright, your race leader, but you got Terrence Murphy with the fresh tires right there behind him, looking down low already.
Yeah, he's going to get to the inside of Akari King right here, getting out in front early, and that's going to be crucial. Should we get a caution as they're 3 wide behind him, shaking all over the racetrack?
We got cars all over the place here trying to get around these guys. They're running out of time. It's going to be 9 to go as Terrence Murphy, your race leader here in the Press Your Luck 250.
He chucked it right there on the front stretch.
Gosh, yep. We saw that coming, Joe. Big pile up there, and they're still wrecking. Oh, man. So Isaiah Adams, Adam Hoagland, Chris Mackey, Justin McCurdy, of course, involved with the old tires. I'm going to guess that was where it all started. So let's take a look at Justin McCurdy here, Joe. Oh, really nothing he did wrong.
No, you see Adam Bomb Adams get into the back of the number 91, and with those cars so close together, it just takes out Jonathan Day as well, and just ends the night for quite a few drivers.
Yeah, it looks like the 91 comes up the track and kind of doors the 15, but then the wreck is caused by the 80 of Day getting into Chris Mackey, and there you have it. Now we got some driver chatter going on here. Really nothing too crazy going on. We're going to rack them up here, Joe. You know, Terrence Murphy's got to be the heavy favorite here on the restart. Going to control the field. Once we get back going, there's probably going to be about 5, maybe 6 laps remaining.
Yeah, I think we'll restart with, let's see, caution just came out. This would be the first pace lap. We got 2 more, so we'll probably restart lap number 164. It'd be about 4 full laps to go. And this is, it's where Terrence Murphy wants to be. He wants control on this restart. He's going to have to do everything right here. He's got to be smart because, I think the only car that he's really worried about initially is going to be Chip Graham. But obviously Harrington with the fresh tires, Akari King Wright not having the fresh tires, they'll probably ship him out of the way early and might just be a 3-wide battle drag race here for the win.
Absolutely could be right now in a battle for 14th. Chad Weiss holds the position. We know Cinch McCoy is eyeing that spot for sure, but first things first, we got to see who crosses the line first. We're going to give them the 1 to green this time around, but before we do that, we got a quick message from Todd Gilliland. Go ahead, Todd.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
Hey guys, it's NASCAR driver Matt DiBenedetto, and you are watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, America's #1 iRacing broadcast service. So be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube today. It'll be the best decision you've ever made so you can watch us sim racers go at it on the track.
And we're back here in Vegas. It's going to be Terrence Murphy and Chip Graham on your front row on this restart. Could be the final restart of the night. I don't know. We're going to have, looks like 5 to go when we drop the hammer and go green this next time by.
Yeah, we are right on the cusp of our over-under 14.5 cautions. Right now we are under, and we shall see if we get another one.
That was a close poll earlier. The over-under, like Joe just said, 14.5. We're on 14, so if we go green to checkered here, the under hits, but if we get one more, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. And Joe, I hope we get a caution because I'm going to make a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Press Your Luck 250, and what better way to finish the race than with an upset here, and hopefully coming away with a big chunk of change here, playing roulette here, coming down to the wire. 5 to go here at Las Vegas.
Joe, it's time to press your luck as the pace car is headed in. It's Murphy on the inside, Graham on the outside. The 14th caution of the evening has ended. Green flag back in the air here in Vegas.
Yeah, excellent jump by Terrence Murphy. That's going to be those fresher tires giving him the advantage. Kari King Wright not having the steam there, and looks like the 17 if Chip Grahams doesn't have it as well. Harrington trying to push him around the top of the racetrack.
Corey King Wright takes over the second spot with those old tires, but he's not going to be able to hold on it for too long as Chip Graham gets back to the back bumper. He's going to look inside to get the spot back.
Chip Graham and Harrington look to take a Corey King Wright out of the picture as...
oh, no! Oh. Well,
That's
Joe, I just made a lot of money. And oh, my goodness, a 91 with the dirtiest ARCA brake I've ever seen.
Wow. Yeah, I was just saying that Chip Graham and Harrington were going to take a Corey King Wright out of the way, and that's exactly what he did. Boom.
Oh, man. Hard on the wall he goes. And then look at this. A 91 literally turns up the whole track to intentionally hit him and finish the job.
Yeah, I mean, that's the 91 just coming up and letting the Corey King Wright know exactly how he feels about him staying out on those older tires and causing all these incidents. But, yeah, that's a big jackpot for you, man. The ushers are probably knocking on your door right now, waiting to take you to the cashier to collect your winnings.
All right, Joe, I may let you just finish the rest of this race. I got a lot of money to count now after that caution comes out. The over has hit.
Yeah, big money night here for HMS TV. Is, you know, we've won enough money. We might just give it up. I don't know, but nevertheless, we still got a race to finish first before we indulge in all of our winnings here tonight in Las Vegas. And Terrence Murphy, he's got some competition now to be a green-white checker here on his outside or his inside will be the number 8 of Michael Harrington.
It's steak for dinner tonight for us, but we're going to see who parks it in victory lane. Terrence Murphy going to choose the inside line potentially, but looking at the chat, we got Timothy Ivey. He just said, damn, he did not want to see that wreck. Cinch McCoy said Chip was robbed. Connor Gerard says, what's unfortunate for everyone else in the paint scheme of the night is that the 17 technically locked up the win for that. I don't know how that happened, but there you have it, Joe.
Yeah, and Cinch McCoy saying word on the street, Murphy has a Cash App and is using it to advantage, if you know what I'm saying. You know, I mean, DraftKings is live in all 50 states now, so, Terrence Murphy could be betting while he's driving and, putting out some hits on some of these drivers to get them out of the way. Who knows? Only time will tell, and if that's what Terrence Murphy's doing, I don't think he's going to tell anybody about it here. But he's going to look to go for his first win of the season as we get ready to restart for the first green-white checker of the night.
Calm, cool, and collected in his car. Terrence Murphy with 2 hands on the wheel out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He is the favorite to bring this thing home unless somebody wants to dump him. But we're going to find out here, Joe, because we're going to get things back rolling.
Yeah, you see a Corey King Wright still staying out. I was going to try and finish it on a junked race car, and he's going to be off pace to see all that splitter damage. That's going to hurt him on the straightaway, and that could be another recipe for disaster. Douglas Ivey wants no part of that, and I'm pretty sure none of the other drivers around him, as we've now got the 2 Trap House drivers inside of the top 10 with John Sheen going to be restarting 6th.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked to see another wreck happen here, Joe. We're officially in overtime here, and Corey King Wright, he's got some damage on the car. He's probably going to be slow, probably going to be junk, and he's probably going to take out your favorite driver. Get ready.
Yeah, I think as long as Terrence Murphy is in front when and I said when, I was going to say when the caution comes out here after this restart, I think he'll be pretty happy that he'll still be in front as he'll have control on the next restart. But for this restart, he will have control. Pace car leading him out of turn number 4 as we get ready to go green here for the first green-white checker of the night.
Murphy on the inside, Harrington on the outside. The bitter rivals are door-to-door lined up as the pace car is in. Field is set. On your feet, off your seats. We're going back green here in Vegas.
King Wright all over the back bumper of Murphy. He's going to try and get out in front. Not sure if he's going to have the speed to do it. He's going to look to the inside. Nowhere to go. Murphy's covering, and Harrington has to file back in and forth.
got some battles back here, though, Joe. We're still clean and green. We might get to the white flag as they're down the backstretch, and we got cars all over the place making some moves as Douglas Ivy goes into second. King Wright dropping like a rock here, but white flag in the air. We're going to get a finish, Joe.
And they're 3 wide all the way in the back for 10th. And Terrence Murphy, Douglas Ivy out in front with Murphy looking like he's going to come away with a checkered flag here tonight in Vegas.
Let's find out here as they head down the backstretch for the final time. The Glizzy Gobbler, Terrence Murphy, well, he was your points leader heading into tonight. Well, he's going to hold on to that points lead as he heads out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. The press your luck 250 goes to Terrence Murphy.
Yeah, excellent finish there. Murphy coming away with the win. Douglas Ivy coming away in second, and Harrington going to be rounding out your third and final podium spot as Terrence Murphy, the Glizzy Gobbler, comes away with his first win of the season.
Well, we knew Akari King Wright was going to have a slow junked race car, Joe. He restarted third. Well, he finishes 18th there in 2 laps, so that tells you how good that car was at the end. But real quick, we're going to take a short break, gather some drivers, and we're going to be back and do some interviews. Don't you go anywhere yet, folks. We got some interviews coming up here in just a moment. We are back here in Vegas. We just saw Terrence Murphy burn it down here, do his burnout celebration. But, Joe, let's start things off with tonight's third-place finisher, Michael Harrington.
Hey, Michael Harrington, Joe and Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, man, so what a finish there. What a race altogether, 15 cautions. And, what were some of the things you're experiencing on track as you tried to navigate and go for the win, ultimately coming away in third?
I just had some guys that were just on different strategy and whatnot, trying to get some track position. So a couple restarts kind of got held up just a little bit, but we were still able to, at least get her back up to the front. And then obviously with the wreck that happened with Jesse and Akari, unfortunate, but I think we still would have probably came away with third. It's just so hard to pass once Murph got out there. But I think that was the best that we were going to get out of it. Congrats to him. Congrats to Doug. Hell of a run from him. And, all around good night for us. Good points. We'll take it and move on.
Yeah, that should definitely leapfrog you in the points a little bit there, Michael. Good race for me here tonight. Now, you think you could have really done anything there at the end to maybe give yourself a better shot, or with the green-white checker, that's really all you had?
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, it was kind of driver error. If anything, I kind of got left in the dust on the restart there, so that's kind of on me. And then Akari and Doug did a good job of pushing Murph up through there. So, if I would have timed it right, maybe we could have got to the outside and maybe, let it stick on the outside. But no, that was all we could really give her there. So, we'll take it. Third's good enough. So, got to talk to you guys again. So. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
Hey, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just gonna say we still have a long season to go. Still plenty of time for you to gain points, make a push for the championship, and we're getting ready to go road course racing next week at Sonoma, and a lot of drivers 50-50 on road courses. How do you think you're gonna do as you get ready to prepare for Sonoma?
Yeah, we're going to have to do some homework, that's for sure. I ran a little bit earlier today. And it's just going to be one of those things. It's new to me, but I've ran it before. And other other races and whatnot. So we're gonna have to kind of do a little bit of homework. But honestly, you're right. I'm probably just gonna try to just be clean and not make any stupid mistakes, and just try to get like a top 10 finish. Honestly, I'm not. I just honestly bought the track today, so we're gonna have to do some work on the sim this week, and yeah, we'll just see what we can get out of it.
Absolutely. Well, hey, before you head out, Michael, you got any shout outs for our viewers listening at home?
Yeah, shout out to you guys. It was kind of a sloppy one, but I hope we can kind of clean it up a little bit for you guys. We appreciate you guys for doing the broadcast and everything. You guys do a hell of a job. And I got to give a shout out to Fish Speed. Appreciate those guys helping me out. And I got another buddy, Whitetail Real Estates. Put him on the car. A buddy from home. So yeah, shout out to those guys. And
Absolutely.
and I think Brad brought home a top 15. So should be a decent day for us, which is great for the points. So yeah, wife and kids, and that's about it. Hope everybody had a good night.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Michael, you put it on the podium in that number 8 machine, and look forward to seeing how it goes next week at Sonoma for you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to bring up our second place finisher of the night, Douglas Ivy in the number 33, Joe and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, Mr. Ivy. A little bit of an off strategy there for you, staying out and ultimately coming away with a second place finish tonight. Walk me through how the race went for you and what it took to come away on the podium tonight.
Well, I had an EOL to start the race because of last week, but ended up basically just using it to save tires, try and save tires, get that high line working, because at this place, that's what I like to run, and somehow figured out how to save tires on the high line. So once we had that everybody came in, I decided to just go ahead and take 2 and see what would happen, and it paid off apparently.
Yeah. Now, Douglas,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of, you were up front for part of the race. You dropped to the back in the middle of it. You had some good portions and bad portions, and it looked like those late cautions might have helped you out a little bit as well, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know one time coming off of 2, about looped it around, or maybe 4, and then I had to work my way back up, and I believe that's when I took the 2 tires to get me a little bit of track position. Then it was kind of just dipping, dodging everything else that was happening in front of me. So
Yeah, well, hey, a great run from you here tonight. Now, next week, Joe mentioned to Mike there, we're heading over to Sonoma. How you feeling about your road course skills?
it'll definitely be not a top 3. Will not talk to you next week because road courses are not my thing. I'm just going to ride, try and make, take advantage of what happens, because I know there's going to be some guys that push it and end up messing up or whatnot. So just try and keep it clean and ride around and hopefully make a decent points day out of it. I know today helped out a lot based off of my last 2 races. So just trying to get to the top 16. So.
All right, well, Joe, what else you got for Douglas? Go ahead.
Well, you got another Carolina boy putting it on the podium tonight. Awesome job by the 33 tonight, coming away with the podium. Hard fought race, and Mr. Ivy, congratulations, man! And you got any shout outs for our viewers tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely got to give a shout out to Juicy Spider coming on board last season, sticking with me even through the hard times. Hopefully, this kind of proves that I can hold my own up here. My fiance for letting me play race car driver on these nights, and to my family, and also to Floralina, our team. We're going to dig ourselves out of the hole we've dug. So just looking forward to the rest of the season. And also, I'd like to thank Jay and everybody for putting this on. Also, y'all guys for making us look like rock stars out here.
All right, well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's second place finisher out here in the Press Your Luck 250, Douglas Ivy.
Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to talk to our race winner of the night, Terrence Murphy. 3 consecutive podiums, putting it on the top tonight. How's it feel, buddy?
Hell yeah, boys. You heard me earlier in the race. I told you I'd be up here. Here we are. Welcome to Victory Lane.
Yeah, welcome to Victory Lane indeed. And you actually had somebody in the chat predicting it. The Gano predicted that you were going to come away with the win tonight. You sure the heck did. Yeah, what was going through your mind over those last few restarts, especially that green-white checker?
I knew I wasn't good on the short run, so those cautions were driving me crazy. I pulled out to like a whole second lead with 10 to go or whatever when the shenanigans started. But thank God I was able to hold on. Obviously, being the control car is the place to be. And Kari behind me, we've been teammates before. I knew he'd know when I was going to go. So just get in front of Harrington. Do not let him get to me.
Yeah, now, Terrence, I mean, you parking in Victory Lane here has to feel pretty good. Your teammate Akari helped you out there, even though we had some serious damage on the ending of that. But, hey, you ended up saving yourself a little bit of money not having to print the trophy then, huh?
Hey, the trophy's all ready to go. I just get to put my beautiful name on it. I might have put a little thanks to Blake on there, too.
Oh, there you go. Well, hey, we appreciate that. But, hey, Terrence, next week we head on over to Sonoma. How you feeling about your chances over there?
Not good. I'm going to finish in the top 10. So, that's what we want to hear. Right. That's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, well, Terrence, you started off the season 3 consecutive podiums and coming away with a win here tonight at Vegas. It was a phenomenal performance the way you were able to navigate, stay out of trouble throughout the entire race, and coming away with the win here tonight. So awesome job on that, buddy.
Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to the team. We were short one tonight. Weaver had to miss it. And then shout out Blevins. He's down in, I think, Myrtle Beach with a little kid's rig just to make sure that he could start the race. So shout out to his family for letting him do that. But hell yeah, boys. Get that dub. Get it out of the way early.
Let's go. Well, hey, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, you're going to celebrate tomorrow night with some Skyline chili, Terrence?
Hey, we got Skyline on deck all the time. I might fill up a little bath with it later. You never know.
Right. Yeah, buddy.
It's good for the skin. Good for the pores.
Well, Mr. Murphy, again, we'll congratulate you on the win here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway Average Joe Sim Racing League. We'll go let you bask in the ambiance tonight, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma.
All right. Thanks, boys. Take it easy.
Well, that one is in the books, Joe. The Press Your Luck 250 has ended. Terrence Murphy, he wins stage 2, brings home the win. Has to be feeling pretty good, even though didn't sound too confident on the race next week at Sonoma. Yeah,
I mean, Sonoma, any road course is a oval driver's nightmare. But and it's a hit or miss if you're going to survive, almost like Talladega. But yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting race next week. We'll be starting it with 30-something drivers in the field again, so it'll be pretty hectic on the starts. But yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good race next week.
I think so for sure. But folks, this one is in the books, and I think Jesse Becker's still live over with the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series. So hop on over there and catch the end of the race while we are done here with the Average Joe Sim Racing League. We're going to be back tomorrow night. The HMS TV Cup Series kicks off the season opener at Daytona. Still time to sign up if you want. I think we're looking at about 45 or so car entries, so should be a full field of race cars, and Joe's going to be on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to get back at me for the commentator's curse, tomorrow night is going to be your shot to do it. You only get one shot, and that's going to be at Daytona. Because after that, I think I'm going to start to run away from everybody. So
All right. Well, Joe's feeling confident here. So he's going to start that off tomorrow night with the HMS TV Cup Series. But this one's in the books here with the Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Terrence Murphy wins it. But, folks, that's all we got. So in the booth with Joe Manella, I'm Blake Hutchinson. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow night.